there I was, doing the best narration of 2K16, and my mic cuts out on me. As you can tell, I've got a new mic now. It's the same one. I basically had to do something that was maybe considered a touch dishonest, but ultimately I believe I was in the right getting this mic. I've not had to kill anyone to get it, let's say that, basically. Okay, I don't know what I'm talking about. Ignore that. Ignore all of that. On to the battle. Okay, this is a team of 6. Obviously it's a team of 6. Of the least used, or should I say least seen Pokemon on Wi-Fi, at least from my view. So I've got one from each generation. From Gen 1 I've got Dugong, Gen 2 I've got Ariados, Gen 3 Dustox, Gen 4 Mothrim, Gen 5 Behemoth, what's it called? Behem, yeah. And Pyro from Gen 6. So yeah, this is actually the first battle I had with this team, which is quite fun. It was quite difficult to use because I kind of just made them like let's go over the sets really quick. Just got the Ariados with spikes and sticky web, and then I've got a choice specs analytic Behemoth. I can't even say it. Behem. And then I've got a specs Pyro, Quiverdance, Mothrim, Parasong, Toxic, Dugong, and just a I think it's another spec. Is that specs user Dustox? I can't remember the set. Anyway, let's get into the battle. Okay, so my opponent is going to lead off with Pikachu, and I am going to lead off with Ariados, the Super T-Spike, Sticky Web, get all your hazards up for free lead. Or no. So he's going to go for Fake Out and do loads of damage to me because I'm weak. And I go for the Volt Tackle because I'm an idiot. I really should have switched out, but I didn't, and I let him die, unfortunately. So I'm going to go into my King of the Jungle, Pyro, and the plan is just to roar at this little mouse and make its ears bleed. And I managed to do so. And that is Pikachu down with a crit, which didn't matter because I am Specs, and I am a lion, and it is a mouse. So he's going to go into Marowak, and I'm going to get the fuck out of there and go into my only flying Mon, which is Mothim. Now I should have maybe spin my switch a bit better because he's going to go for the Rock Slide and tin me down to my Sash. It's my only flying Mon. Of course he's going to Rock Slide, but I don't like over-predicting. Now I need to try and make this work. So I'm going to go for an Air Slash, going for that cheeky flinch, and we get it. Mothim is going to put in the most work and finish it off with a Bug Buzz. Now I don't believe the crit mattered really because I think it was down to a roll, and I got minimum damage on the Air Slash, so I was hoping maybe that'll sort itself out on the Bug Buzz, unless it was running HP, in which case, thanks for the crit. So he's going to go into Arcanine, and now I'm expecting an E-Speed here, and I think Mothim can do a bit more damage here, because he's still got the game in the back, so I'm going to switch out and go into Dugong. Dugong's the switch in here, mostly because he can absorb the fire attacks and the E-Speed, but mostly just to like fake a water attack. So he is going to switch out into his Jinx, as I'm going to go straight for a Toxic. So that's good for me, I'm happy with that. I would have liked it on the Arcanine, but I knew he was definitely going to switch out. So I'm going to go for the Protect here, A, to see what move he wants to do against me, and B, to rack up that Toxic damage. So my opponent's going to go for a Energy Ball. Now Energy Ball is a bit of a strange move on Jinx, considering he does have the Meganium in the back, but in this case it does seem to help him, so yeah, props to my opponent for having that. So I'm going to just Protect, and yeah, rack up that poison damage, and then switch out. I'm going to go straight into Behem. Now I'm running a bit of special defense on this, so I know I can take a few hits. He's carrying Energy Ball, so it's probably got a nice attack and attack as well. He does get a crit, which would just make a bit of a difference, so that limits what I can do. He crits me back after a kill at him. Now he's got Shadow Ball as well. I'm like, wow, what a weird set. I'm able to hang on there by the skin of my teeth. Got Shell Bell as well, another weird item. This Jinx is strange, I don't like it. Kill it now. Good. Okay, so Arcanon's going to come in and obviously finish me off with extreme speed. I don't want to switch anything in here, because I don't want to take unnecessary damage, and it's not needed, because it just helps him revenge kill me later, because he does have that scary Gyarados in the back, which is most likely Mega. So he's going to take me out there, and I'm going to go into Pyro. Now, I'm obviously not going to go for the Fire Blast here, so I'm not sure why my opponent switched out. I think the Hyper Voice was obvious. So he's going to go into Gyarados. Maybe he thought I was going to try and catch Meganium, maybe. Well, I'm just going to go for the safe Hyper Voice. Looking at his mons in the back, nothing resists normal type, so I'm just going to go straight for that. I'm Specs, and it does a good chunk to Gyarados, just as you've seen there. So he's going to go Mega, and it's not going to save him. I'm still faster. Gyarados is base 81, and I'm base 106, so I'm able to outspeed comfortably and finish it off with a Hyper Voice. So Meganium comes out here. I think, well, from that damage he's got to now Specs, so I'm locked into Hyper Voice now. I'm going to switch out and go into Mothim just to get a bit of use out of him, out of his 1 HP. So my opponent's going to go for the light screen here to like weaken my Specs damage and my Mothim Bug Buzz, which he does quite a bit. So it's able to take that quite nicely, and it's going to go for the Dragon Tail and finish me off. Let's muff him down. I've got my last 3 pokes now. I've got Pyro, and I'm just trying to keep Dugong in the back because I've got Parasong, and I can just use that on his last poke and win, basically. So I'm just going to get Meganium down, just whittle it down, and yeah, battle's mine. So I'm going to go for a Hyper Voice. And go for Hyper Voices. The reason I went for Hyper Voice because I thought he might switch to Arcanine, and I don't want to go to like switch again and keep switching and then getting Dragon Tail. So I'm just going to go for a nice universal attack that will do damage to everything. So Meganium's going to go down, and it's down to his last poke. Checkmate. So Arcanon's going to come out and finish me, well, attempt to finish me off with the E-Speed. I'm going to get my attack lowered. Dog versus Cat. I'm going to go for a Hyper Voice. Doesn't do too much. And I'm going to go Hyper Voice again. So I don't know if he's trying to set up there or anything, but yeah. I get a crit and finish it off. And yeah, that's the win. That was fun. It wasn't as hard as I thought using 6 really underused mons. When I mean underused, I mean, well, not the tier, just not seen very often. Now, looking at my opponent's team, I quite like it as well. Obviously, he's used some of his favourites there, so that's quite cool. So hopefully I don't want to jinx it now, because every time I say I'll see you tomorrow for another Wi-Fi battle, my mic dies, or my house blows up, or my Mac charger causes my house to blow up. So I'll try tomorrow, but we'll see. Okay? See ya.